They're in the basement.
Hi, great. Thank you.
Yeah, see ya. Yo, so, yeah, silver. Almost there. Silver horse. Silver porn. Uncirculated. Oh. So we're going to talk about silver. We're going to talk about guns. And we're going to talk about rifles. 9mm rifles. If anybody has the Luger, I'm interested to know about the Carbine, which are pros and cons. I just got the Kel-Tec SUB-2000. I also got a bunch of piece dollars. I got some silver in the raw, which is pretty freaking cool if you're into silver, man. These are what I've been getting lately. Piece silver dollars, man. Piece silver dollars. So these are from 1922 and 1923. I figure, how cool is that, having a coin that's about to be 100 years old? Whether that makes the intrinsic value more or the aesthetic value, I don't even know what that even refers to with coins, but you get it. The cool factor, I don't know if the cool factor factors in with coins. I guess to some extent, not as much as stocks. Because, man, that Tesla's one cool stock, right? No way that thing's worth $1,500, but damn, if you don't own it, you're a dick, basically. Got this monster. Look how many are in the chamber, right? I mean, look how many in the revolver right there. Boom. Extra round for your pleasure. Little big of a handle. Little big, but shoots well. I aim well with it. If I had to choose, I might put a smaller handle on it. Just, you know, I got tiny hands. What can I say? I got small feet. I got tiny hands. You know what that means, right? Small gloves and shoes. But I shoot well with it, and that's really what it comes down to when you're owning your own gun. So I'm going to go pick up... one thing I did learn, it's got that double action, right? You pull this back, you could shake the gun, and this bad boy might go off. It's something where you want to be careful, you know, cocking that back, because you cock that back and you forget, if you forget it, I'm telling you, I shook it and it went off. And, you know, so I was just at, you know, I was at the range. Luckily, I'm aiming downward. I pulled it back and boom. Cock it to me, baby. Cock it to me. Yeah, it's a 357 Magnum. Yeah. So, yeah, but I'm going to pick up my SUB-2000. Some people think 9mm rifles are stupid. I think they're freaking awesome. You know, I shot the Kel-Tec. It's pretty cool. It's like a Glock turned into a rifle. You know, I wanted to get a Steyr. It was called the Steyr SPP, but it looks so much like an Uzi that's not allowed. I'm gonna try the Carbine tomorrow, probably this time tomorrow or Thursday. I'm gonna go shoot it on my way to go pick up the other one, and I might buy that too. So I'm forming an arsenal. I don't know, man. One of these days, the market's going to crash and that Armageddon's going to come. I'm telling you, it smells like it's right. It just smells like it right here. I could smell Armageddon in the air. I don't know. These kids don't go back to school. All hell's going to break loose, and I want to be ready for it. Because you know what? I'm going to be the guy outside my house waving guns at people. I don't think there's going to be rioting or protesting in my neighborhood. But you know what? As much as those two got that couple look like they look like idiots. What you should have done was hold the gun like a normal person. Don't point it. Take your finger off the trigger. Keep it here and say, "Look, get the fuck away from my house. This is what I'm holding right now. I'll take all of you out before one of you gets to me." And she's holding it like this. I mean, freaking idiot. That made her look stupid. But I don't have a problem with what they were doing. I don't have a problem with any of that. I don't have a problem being outside. If I owned a store right now in this time, Oh, man. But you know what? What's going on in Portland? You can't have that either. I'm an anarchist by nature. You know, if I didn't have a wife and kids, I probably would have been out there breaking shit. I'll be true. I'll be honest about it. You know, but you know what you don't see? You don't see the Jewish guys jumping and breaking shit and tearing down buildings and burning shit. You know, they say, "Hey, we're getting persecuted too." And that's all we do. And then we get our asses kicked for speaking up. Shut up! Because I need some new equipment. I would love to go riot. I would love to kick the doors down at Best Buy and get some new shit in the name of justice, right? Isn't that what it's all about? In the name of justice, I need a new fucking television. So, I don't know. And that's what's been wrong with me over the last couple of months. I've been the guy that realized the market's disconnected from reality. But now it's so disconnected from reality that I can't even appreciate it. And I've been trading like a schnook. So I'm to the point where, you know, I sold everything out, about 10 days ago. And the market went up for 10 straight days after I got out. Crushing me, breaking my heart. You think trading is hard, right? It is. But try doing it when you're not mentally fit. You need to be focused. You need to know what you're doing. Knowing what you're doing and being focused is two separate things. I know what I'm doing, but if you lose focus and you lose your patience and you lose your confidence, whatever you think used to work, now you're not seeing it right. You're not going to trade correctly. And I haven't been on the wrong side. I mean, but after the VTIQ went up 50 points without me, and then I had 2,200 shares of space that I'm losing on, right? You know, I bought it at 10 and 12 and 15 and 20. I bought some at 35. You know, I bought another like 700 shares at $35. So it wasn't, that hasn't been a great position. And then I oversold calls against my position. All right, so whatever, right? At one point, I was basically at break even. I had sold so many calls against my position. I was at break even. So if the stock would have sat there at around $19 for the next 2 years, I would have actually made money. You know, obviously that wasn't going to happen for the next 2 years. But what was so sick, I've already been I'm back to being Jefferson Crow. I'm not saying 1, 2, 3 trades. Every single trade, and let me qualify, select quote is still down from where I sold it. But every swing trade, every investment, and basically every day trade except select quote has gone up, not just a little bit after I got out, like 10, 20, hundreds of percent after I've gotten out. Even like these trades where there's no way you're thinking, all right, this stock's up 18%. Let me get out right here. All right, let me sell the rest on this pullback. And even those tacked on 30, 40. I mean, I had this EQ stock the other day. I'm in a $13 stock thinking making 2 points is good. It goes up 8 more points after I get out. I mean, the stuff that's been happening to me is the whole reason, other than the fact that I love to talk and I do like, enlightening people on my market acumen. Is that the word? My market knowledge. Oh, forgot what I was going to say. Oh, the reason I did these videos and I did a chat room is I wanted somebody to commiserate with. The shit that happens to me is fucked up. Like, it's as if there's a guy on the other side of my trade just waiting for me to get out for the big move to happen. And, it's been gotta be, it's over a month now. Time is flying. Every day is the same day, every day is the same day. But today was one of those days where I get in trouble. And let me explain why, like the title of my last video. Yo, MVIS, there you are. I've been waiting to hear from you. You brought it this time at 50 cents and it went to $2. You finally got it right. I mean, most of the time you haven't got it right. It's been awful, but this last time it went what? From 50 cents to like 250, right? That was pretty awesome. Where is it now? Whoa, I made it to 350. Holy shit. Wow. I'm not buying it up here. If I didn't buy it at, $12, if I didn't buy it at 20 cents, I'm not. I have no strategy. Me, no strategy. I do the same exact trade every day for 22 years. I have no strategy. Anyway, point is, today's action is a repeat of the blow off top that we got, I think it was 10 days ago. We had that. It was a 20-year occurrence. You hadn't seen what had happened. So it was whatever day it was, 3 or 4 years ago, right? 3 or 4 weeks. No, what did I say? About a week ago, right? You had the QQQ hit 269.70, right? And then that day it sold off and closed lower. That was when Tesla and Amazon rolled over, Netflix, the whole thing. Everybody thought that was a big deal. And it was a big deal for a day. Usually that type of action is so significant that it translates to a bigger overall market move. And what did it do? It got gobbled up again. So right now we did the exact same thing, right? We got one of the big boys out of the way, Netflix, and it wasn't that great. All right. So, that gave a little anxiety to people. But what did it really do? It got people like me convinced that, hey, maybe that was a significant top on the Qs. Maybe I can stay short the Qs and not get annihilated. And what happened? You had the biggest moves in Amazon and Tesla in the history of their stocks yesterday. And this wasn't mom and pop. This was beyond institutional trading. If you look at the QQQ chart yesterday, I had never seen anything like it. It was just on an accumulation algorithm from 10 o'clock till 4. I don't have a Robinhood account. Yeah, no, I would never. Why would I have a Robinhood account? I will have a trade app account, which is StockTwit's answer to Robinhood. But that's just because I want to see how it is, because I love my friends over at StockTwits. Plus, I'll be doing videos soon on StockTwits too, like a midday report, hopefully. Lots of cool things, a lot of content being thrown around lately. Got some friends that might even try to make their own network, like to compete with CNBC, but online, like 9 hours, basically a 12-hour broadcast, basically from 8 to 8. And they got money. They got lots of cool stuff. What's my strategy? Really? I am a reversion gap fader trader around VWAP. Same trade every day. It's the same. That's why I'm loopy now, because it's the same day every day. It's the same trade every day. It's the same day every day. Sometimes the moves are bigger. Sometimes they're easier than some, and then sometimes they just don't work. But all I do is fade the gaps, and I buy the dips. And then if that fade becomes a VWAP break, you stick with it. If it holds the VWAP, usually the trade's over. And if you're buying the gaps down, you're looking for the reversion to the VWAP. So if you want to know what trades we did today, I can't believe it, but we were short the Qs. I was buying SQQ at $6 today. Sorry, $5.90 and 6. But the reversals today were DPW, and I go, it was a very small trade, but percentage-wise, you're not going to beat it. Think about what you're getting in a bank now, right? 0, right? So anytime you can make 1% on your money, you just beat the bank. If you make 3% on a trade, it would take you 40 years to do that in a bank at this point. So I bought DPW at 290. The only reason DPW was on my radar was that it was one of those pump and dumps. I like when the pumps get dumped and then they try to make a pump again because it catches the shorts off guard. When do we have the best moves in the stock market? When the shorts are on the wrong side. That's why the Qs did what they did yesterday, because everybody, including myself, again, I'm a victim. I'm a victim because I'm bearish. I'm a victim because I like active trading. And this has not been a market where you need to be too active. Now you can be active. Once we start getting gaps and we get some volatility in the market and we start getting some reports that come out and we start getting reversions, then we're back to being active. But if the QQQ is going to go up every day, what more do you need? Every day you could have bought a gap down or a pullback on the Qs. And if you did it with some options, you're talking about doubling your money every day, not just once in a while. And then on the Friday, we've had 2 Fridays in a row where the market tried to sell off and then rallied into the close. You were able to buy 2 points out of the money on the QQQs for 20 or 30 cents. And they both went, each time they went to $3 or $4. So it's been extraordinary. It's boring and redundant and becomes psychopathic because I don't feel right. As your guru in charge, I need to tell you how it is. I'm not going to tell you got to be ultra active right now, increasing your size, looking for new ideas, when that's the complete opposite of what you should be doing right now. Now you got to be staying focused on what's working. The Qs are working. Every time they're red, they go green at least once a day, and then usually they stay green. It's been a great trade. It's been an easy trade. And sometimes I know what it's like. I know every emotion there's been in trading. If something continues to work, instead of you looking at it as a trend, you look at it, well, when I do it, it's not going to work. Shut up. Do it. Do it until it doesn't work. And when it doesn't work, then don't do it. But you know what? It'll work the next time anyway. The trend is your friend. But a lot of times when something it seems like it's easy. Well, the Qs are red. Oh, they're breaking VWAP. I guess they're going to go right back up to the highs of the day. Yes. Yes, they are. I got a silver bullet. I'm saving it for the werewolves. Do you know I just bought a box of 100? I had to scour the internet for 9mm bullets. I mean, you can't find ammo still. It's like cyclical, and there's stock, and then the stock just goes away, and then I was all over the internet today. Cheaper than dirt, bulk ammo. I mean, everywhere. Is today's selling over? Do you want the educated answer or the market never goes down answer? Because today's move makes me think that we're going to have some selling. Over? Were you setting me up for that? Over? Over? Nothing is over. Oh wait, he says, Johnny, it's over, Johnny. Here's what I'm thinking. Tomorrow could be the most extraordinary day ever. Why? Because if what I've learned about blow-off tops and technical analysis comes true, tomorrow there should be a sucker gap up. And if we start selling into it, there should be a pretty dead. I would think there's going to be more selling. That's what I think. But at the end of the day, I'm going to stay focused on 2 things. Space, my stock that I own the most of right now, or pretty much the only stock I own. And I'm just, I have a huge position shorting SQQ calls. That's my way of being long the QQQ. I've been selling calls in SQQ. SQQ goes down while the QQQ goes up. And the options, they shouldn't even have bids out there. There's no way this thing's going back to 12 or 15 bucks. So I'll sell premium and just wait for them to expire. What are you talking about? I would have a great Italian restaurant. I'm pretty good. Pretty good cook. And you can carry guns, right? Meatballs and guns. Start a restaurant where you can buy ammo. Ammo. I don't know. So what's your plan if we break hard? How do you manage the SQQ? I'm not afraid. I'm selling. I have 15s and above. There's no way the SQQ is going up to 15 bucks. Not by August. And then I've got September 20s, 30s, 40s. I've got the most I have 320 January 65 calls. Put it this way, there's no way in hell the SQQ is going to 65. What I want to have happen is I want this market to sell off so they don't have to reverse stock. They don't have to reverse split the SQQ, right? That, because eventually they're going to have to do a reverse split, and then we're going to have to start all over again. Because if they do a reverse split, right, you're going to get this thing back. They'll do a 5-for-1, probably 5-for-1. Yeah, they might even do a 8-for-1, bring it up to like 48 bucks. Then if the market sells off, SQQ is going to go to 100. But obviously split adjusted, it's not going to be the same SQQ. But right now, we have the most significant double top I think I've seen in 1,000 years. We had a move from 20 years ago. Okay? You understand what happened a couple of days ago? What day was it exactly? If you look at that chart, what happened that day on the 13th? Yeah, but SQQ going to 65, Matt? No way. No way. I mean, I got to stop on it. If they ever go to 30, if they even go to 30 cents, I'm gonna cover. They're at, I think, 18 by 22. If they even go to 30, I'll start covering them. Those are the 65s. The rest I just have 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, not that many sitting around down at the lower prices. But I'm going to be hedging anyway. So today, like for instance, today I bought 10,000 shares of SQQ. Obviously, I should have done better on the trade, but it got me stopped out again. It's why I've been trading like I'm the worst right now. The ideas are great. This is one of those times where do what I say, not what I do, really, really is working well. I mean, other than the fact of me selling my entire portfolio and watching 90% of those stocks go up another 10 to 15%. You want to know what's crazy? This market is so nuts, right? That when Tesla got to 1,500, they created $2,500 calls. And we were like, holy shit, this stock's not going to 2,500. We should sell those, right? Then the stock went to 16, 1,700, whatever it went up to, right? They created $3,500 calls. What? 3,500. Talk about being naked, right? I love selling naked calls, even though it's the dumbest thing you could ever do. But there are some situations where you have to say, there's no way it's going here. Let me take that premium and sit down and wait. So first I saw they created January $3,500 calls. The day they came out, they were trading at they were trading at 115. Next thing you know, 160, 120, 125. They went off around at I think they topped out at 127.50, maybe 130, something like that. But then I was thinking, so here's this thing. So you're talking about Tesla, $3,500 January 2021 calls, right? For 125, right? And I was afraid. I was afraid. $125, 2,000 points out of the money with 178 days to go. As the saying goes, gun to your head, right? Gun to your head. Does anybody here think Tesla's going to 3,500? Seriously. Let's be serious just for 1 second. Does anybody here, and I'm a Tesla fan, I love the stock, I understand why it goes up, I get it. I get it. I get it. And I get how it's at 1,500. It's a cult. It's more than a car company. I believe in the colonization of Mars. I believe that you're getting Solar City, you're getting the rockets, you're getting everything rolled up into one. And that's why it's a $1,600 stock. So here's the sickest thing in the world. I wasn't brave enough to sell the one in January because I didn't want to be holding. I didn't want to think that I was going to hold this thing short into the earnings and then sit through another earnings report. Market never goes down. Suffice it to say, if you sold them at 125, you could cover them today for $80. It's a $4,500 profit just for sitting there for a week. They were overpriced. They didn't know how to price them. Here's what I did do. And I'll tell you right now, I was still afraid. I sold the $3,500 call with 2 days. Who that?
Joe, hello, how are you?
Hey, Joe, what up? You're in the basement.
Thank you.
With 2 days left. 2 days left. They were $1. That bet I was willing to take. The stock was at 1,620. I was thinking, all right. And you know how many contracts I was brave enough to do? 1. Now, 3,500 by January, you can't say he's impossible with this stock. But 2 days, that I was at least brave enough to do for 1 contract. And I made the $100. And then I sold the 2,500. That, want to hear something so sick? This is how sick, if you know where to look for free money, I'll teach you that. I love selling premium because when those contracts are when those contracts are first created, the market makers, they don't know how to price them and they're just priced on all extrinsic value, right? So they're the volatility plus the extrinsic value, that's all they're based on, right? There's no intrinsic value. So with 1 day left, Friday morning, not even 1 day, the day of. Let me try to get, I think I shut off my thing. I got 78 cents. 78 cents for a $2,500 call for the day. For the day. Are you crazy? Are you out of your fucking mind? 1,000 points away. That day, you still had a 75-cent premium. I sold one for 78, and then I got another one for like 40 cents, and I let them expire. I did 2 contracts. Bro. But you can't tell me, no matter what there's no way. Silver? What'd you say? Yeah, I've been playing with my silver. Got my gold. I got my gold nugget. No, the thing about these out of the money contracts, the last contract, that's the lotto. That's the lotto play. There were more contracts traded on the 3,500s than the 34s all the way down to the 1900s combined. People just love that out of the money stuff. That last contract. That's why if you look at the SQQ right now, the SQQ 65s for January, they trade every day. Usually it's me, but they were very, very active. Like the Space 60 2022s. That's an active contract. Exactly. But I can't wait to see what this stock does after they report. And again, if you forced me to do it, there's no way, no way that the stock goes to $3,500 by January. No way. It's impossible. It's impossible. It's not impossible. Did I buy Bed Bath & Beyond that day? Yeah. No, 1,000 I was on. 1,000 was foregone conclusion. When the stock was when the stock went past 750, they created the 1800s and they were like $50 a contract. And that we were thinking that was stupid also at the time, which turns out you would have made money on those because the market crashed after those were created. Market pretty much crashed coincidentally right when Tesla hit that 935 pretty much pretty soon after, right? Anyway, but I think we're going down. But I'm wrong. I'm consistently wrong about the market going down lately. But the reversals, so far in the last 2 months, 137 for 137. No exaggeration. Every trade I've done, I didn't crush it on these trades. Sometimes it's 12 cents on a reversal. Sometimes the reversal reverses and you have to get out and you don't really do well, but you don't lose. If you only take these reversal trades, you're going to do all right. Because even these SPAC plays that are all, they're pretty volatile right now. And some of them got hammered right back down. When they go green, it catches the shorts off guard. So I don't even know what I'm trading lately. Like WIMI, EQ, SPAC, SPAQ, LCA, Workhorse has been all over the map. But when they go green or if they break the VWAP, you are getting follow through. And as a matter of fact, Mikey Freehold, it's the first time since February where I'm thinking UVXY long, and maybe not just for 20 minutes, But all of this conversation is pointless. Amazon blows out numbers. Tesla blows out numbers. Apple blows out numbers. Google blows out numbers. The Dow's at 30,000. UVXY is at $9, and the Qs are at 312. And this conversation is pointless. This conversation is moot. I win the car. So that's why I'm liquid right now. I legitimately own Zip. I need to close on this building and really, then I'll see where I am in my life. I'm still going ahead with that building. But, you're getting, these stocks are going green. Like today, FVAC was the one that went green today and took off. There's one every day. If you just sit back and wait, like VXRT, VXRT looked like a pump and dump. Next thing you know, it dumped and then it got pumped again and then it went green. Thing took off for 2 or 3 points again. And DraftKings, right? Yeah, this DraftKings is typically what I've been doing lately. I'm right about this trade. I get out of my long. It's one of the only stocks that starts to go down after I get out. And I shorted it and I'm making money on the short. And I overstayed my welcome, and I turned it into a loss. And it went right to where I said I was going to cover it, and I got greedy, and I held on to it. The next day it gapped up, and there went my trade. It's like I'm a penny late, 2 seconds late, too early, too late. But the bottom line is, even though I'm trading like a complete fucking moron right now, the trades are working. So it's like if it's just a matter of patience right now, and that's where I've been. I have lost my patience, and I've lost the after 11:30. I just need to go. I go outside, and I'll just chill for a half an hour. Next thing I know, I'll eat some. I'll finally have something to eat. I'll wander around my house. I go chop some wood, and then lately there's been some surprisingly good trades between 12:30 and 1:30. So when I come back at like 2:30, 3 o'clock looking for ideas, it's like I'm chasing these moves, and I know I shouldn't be doing it, and then I go ahead and do it anyway. What am I doing? Don't do that. It's very simple. Don't do those things. As you're hitting the button, you're like, yeah, this isn't one of those trades that I love so much. Why am I even bothering? Well, it's breaking out of that midday range. Fuck that shit. So now I'm just not doing it. Today was a perfect day. Well, I mean, it should have been perfect. I don't know how I blew the IBM short, but I'm not going to bullshit you. I don't know. It's just like, I know how to do it. And again, if you're going to make it as a trader, go back to the trades you've lost on and analyze why you did it, what were you thinking, why you got out, and more importantly, with the Amazon, why didn't I get back in? And you know why I didn't get back in? Well, I'll show you exactly what I did with IBM, right? I'm thinking short IBM because it's gapped up, right? IBM has notoriously gapped down on numbers, right? For years. It's been awful. They finally broke that trend last quarter, I think. So this time they gapped it up again. So I'm immediately thinking, hey, let's short this thing. So it's rallying right from 9:25. You had a 5-minute up move, right? And then the market opens up and it goes right through that range. So now when it broke the 9:30, it was the 9:29 candle, I'm short, right? So I'm getting short in that move, 130.50, half number break, rolling over. I'm shorting this thing. We're going to get down. This thing's going to break 130 and tank. I was counting my money. And within 30 seconds, right back up in my face, breaks back over the VWAP, breaks the upper candle from where I was, from the candle that I was shorting, and I had to get out. For what? I lost $321 on that trade in 35 seconds. And then 1 minute, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 minutes later, the trade reappeared, and I didn't get back in because I was upset and I was hurt and I was scared. But now, see, you got to think back. If I just didn't lose the $300 6 minutes ago, would I be taking this trade? Of course. Now it's below the VWAP and breaking the lower candle. Short that fucker. But I didn't do it because I was hurt. My feelings were hurt. I just lost money on it. So what is that? That's emotion. Can't have emotion. You can't have feelings. You can't have any thought process whatsoever. Trading is about price and hitting the button. React to the price. There's the trade. Do it. And I didn't do it. And it went right to where I thought it was going to go in the first place, and then turned out to be a pretty damn good short all day. But that was my only loss today. The other one was that DPW. I had the NEO short when it broke the VWAP and went negative. And then iBio. I fucking bought. I never do locates. Never. If I can't short the stock, so be it. Sometimes I'll go short a naked in the money call to get to do something. But normally if I can't short it, forget it. I'm not going to look at it. But there have been so many pump and dumps lately that you should go look to find some shorts. So for me, iBio, this is a bullshit stock. It's a penny stock. It's a 20-cent stock that went to $7.85. So I'm sitting there waiting to short it. I even paid my $13 to get my whatever 500 shares of short. You know what locates are, right? You pay for them to get you stock to short. And I freaking missed the trade. I'm sitting there waiting for it, but I was, just fucking around with space all day again with the monster move that was happening, and just missed it. So that was just awful. Yeah, let's go to locals. Are they open yet? Oh, by the way, my brother's moving out here too now, so it's going to be a freaking free fall for all out here. Probably put a gun range. My brother can build stuff. He's the real man. So now I'll have 5 of every tool. Oh, my daughter's been calling me this whole time. I'm in trouble now. Have I been to Miami Beach? Yeah, not lately. But I'm telling you, man, and I'm not just tooting my own horn here, right? I am the best. Hey, that's funny. You just said I'm the best. I am the best. There's nobody capable in this entire industry that can teach you about trading better than I can. I've blown my account up 3 times. I've taken such massive hits, and I've been able to survive. I know what the shorts are thinking. I've seen every market up until this unprecedented bullshit that I'm seeing. And I'm pretty good at, knowing what you guys think. There's a book written about it. You should see. You should read it, by the way. Nah, my strategy is not faulty. I'm faulty. That's the thing. That's the whole point. The strategy, if it was automated, you'd do better. So we got to get my boy solid and just automate this thing. This is the entry. Here's your stop. This is where you're looking, The strategy is not faulty. We as people are faulty. But check this book out. It's called Why Traders Fail. It's as if I read I have, before the book was written, I read it and I gave my stamp of approval. I don't even know if this dude's trading anymore, but let me try to find it for you. It's called Failed Traders, the 20 Common Mistakes there. So it's the best $5 you'll ever spend if you actually want to read about trading. The best $5, $4.50 actually. It's the best $4.50 you'll ever spend. No doubt. And when he sent me the book, he sent me his what's it called, the manuscript. I was like, holy shit! It's like I wrote the book. That's what I call the brochure. And anytime I say something that I think is significant, I say that's on page 16 in the brochure. What page? Yeah. Oh, anti-God. You don't understand. I've been trading my whole life, right? I have a portfolio that I once built, and I still have them saved, like on AOL or like Yahoo Finance. My portfolio consisted. You want to hear this was my portfolio at one point. I'm not even shitting you. QQQ Adobe, Costco, and Tesla. All four at the same exact price, $35. And I sit here and I'm living in my mom's basement. I had, let me see, I had 3,000 3,000 Qs, 1,000 Adobe, 1,000 Costco, 1,000 Tesla, all at the same exact price of $35. So, because I'm a fucking loser. Well, I hold the Qs. I know everything. I know exactly why I sold Tesla. Here's why I sold Tesla. I was in Tesla for about a year. Stock wasn't doing shit. And then some analysts put a $75 price target on it. And the stock gapped up it was up like 8 points that day. And everybody's laughing. Tesla $65 target. This guy's nuts. So I sold half my trade, right? So I sold half of it there. And then it went right back down to 35. And I'm thinking, oh, I should have sold it. So then when Tesla went back up to then it finally broke out and went to $85. I'm like, all right, well, this time I'm going to sell the rest. And that was the end of my Tesla. And then it went on that crazy run. I bought it back at 120 for maybe a couple of weeks, made some money there, but I never got back with any size. The QQQ is the only thing I held the whole time. But Adobe, you want to know why I sold Adobe? Apple, there was this day where Adobe came out and Apple said they're going to go to war with Adobe and they're not going to do Flash anymore. And the government was coming after Adobe because of their monopolistic practices with their software. And there was all this negative news about Adobe. And I was like, well, if it's a monopoly, that's actually probably good. But if Apple's coming after the company, that's probably bad. Let me sell my Adobe. I think I made 15 points on it. Where's that stock? 500. And now let's go to Costco. Costco I did all right with. But again, it came after an earnings report. I was in the stock and they got hammered on earnings. And I was like, you know what? I'm cashing out of this one too. So if I just would have fell into a freaking coma and woke up today, that's a $7 million portfolio that I had. What I have about 70 grand. I think I had about $250,000 worth of stock. I'm talking about $7 million in the last 8-9 years. So that's what I'm saying. I'm numb. I'm numb to the pain, and I think that's bad. I need to wake the fuck up, or don't do it at all. And that's why here I am. Here I am now, doing what I do best, is helping other people not make the same dumb mistakes that I have, and especially with patience. And today we were talking about patience. Patience, don't you find it when you're in a stock and you're losing money? You got all the patience in the world. I will wait forever to get my money out of this stock. No, I'm not selling. Fuck this. I'm going to make money on this trade no matter how long it takes. Fuck you. But then you do a trade and it starts going your way immediately. Oh, I got to sell into this. Oh, I better sell it. Oh, shit. Oh, let me sell it. And your patience just goes completely out the door. If you could find that middle ground of patience, be as patient with your winner than you are with your freaking loser, and you're going to do twice as good. And that's really a huge part. And don't sell your whole position all at one price. Don't sell your whole position at one price. There's no way Trump doesn't win. It's over already. But the best part about it, it's going to be such a shit show. Even if he loses, he wins. He's not going anywhere. He will tie himself. He will chain himself to the Oval Office. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be the biggest shit show in the history of this country, and it's going to be hilarious. It's going to be hilarious. See, I'm through the looking glass. Now I'm back to seeing the comedy in all of it now. I mean, it's a joke. It's a joke, especially now that Hannity and the other guy, they're being sexual harassment charges. If this was a year and a half ago, Hannity would be done. He'd be kicked out. But now the Me Too movement, nobody gives a fuck about that now. The pandemic, nobody really cares about that anymore either. But it's all about Black Lives Matter and race war now. So, sexual harassment? Nah, who fucking cares? Well, who cares? But to make it seem like, I had some money. You never have all your money in the account. For me, it's the hypocrisy of it all. Like, I hate Obama now. I see him now. I liked him in the first 4 years, but now I see how he was a racist also and a terrorist sympathizer. I can't root for that guy. I can't root for a guy that did anything to help Iran. He bent over backwards for Iran. Fuck that guy. The Clintons, the more I'm thinking about it, after the whole Epstein thing, Bill Clinton's a bad guy. And Hillary's probably just doing some money laundering. They're worth $400 million. How'd that happen? And then you got all the other psychopaths. But man, yeah, Tucker and Hannity, I'm sure they did some. Look, that's why the hypocrisy is so terrible. The hypocrisy. If Hannity wasn't Hannity and somebody else was charged with sexual harassment, he'd be all over them. But now, he'd be calling for the resignation. You know who got the worst out of all? Al Sharpton. Not Al Sharpton. Al, whatever that guy. He took the picture pretending to grab the girl's tits, and that was it. His career was over. That's all he did. He did a picture, and his career was over. Who was that guy? Al, the guy from Saturday Night Live. He became a congressman. You know who I'm talking about. Al Franken, right. So right now, we are now on the other, just like the stock market, it overshoots and then it has to revert. We are now overshooting with the, anti-racist movements and protests and all that shit. Because I got to tell you, it's all racist. All of it. Anyway. How you doing? I cut my finger.
No.
Because I was using the big axe to do the kindling.
Aw.
And I was like saying to myself, I was like, if I use the big axe, I'm going to cut my finger off. And I cut my finger off. Because now we're also talking about, I got my first chainsaw. If you don't know anything, there is one stereotype about Jews. We are not, the Jews that I know, we are not a handy bunch of guys. I mean, the Israelites, I guess they built themselves some good huts and, and all that shit in the desert. I am not a tool man. But I chopped down all my trees in my backyard, so I've been out there chopping them away, and there's certain ones I can't get through. So I bought myself a little toy, this is like a little dude, and I'm not going to get one of them diesel-powered monsters. It self-lubricates, whatever that is. I just got to be able to get through a little bit of it. I just got to cut the bad one. Right? It's like the littlest guy. Look how cute he is. Look at. Meanwhile, I've been on YouTube watching how to use how to use electric chainsaws. Make you. You know why you're gay? Because you use an electric 10-inch chainsaw. It really is a turkey, right? It's the smallest chainsaw you'll ever see, right? But I just need to get through some of these logs and make them, you know, splittable, because I'm doing a pretty good job. I already got a 10-foot, you know, monster, man. Monster. Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't even know if I'm going to use it. I think I'm just going to use it just to get through the smaller stuff and just cut it down. What I think I'm just going to do, which would probably be the smart thing considering who I am, and I'm not good with stuff. No, you can't shut the door. It's too hot.
All right. Well,
So she doesn't care. She doesn't care. Oh, my wife's home. Party's over. It's like 2,000 degrees in here. No, I know what it is. There's certain ones I just need to cut a little bit off, you know. But I've got so much. I showed you my cutting station the other day, right? Stupid lives matter. Like, I wonder if I wore that shirt if I'd get into a fight. What do you mean? That's racist. Racist to stupid people. But what if I am a stupid people? Like, I'm allowed to make fun of Jews, right? Because I'm Jewish, right? Oh, you're a self-loathing Jew. Yeah. So what was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, all right, we got guns, and yeah, I gotta, when I get my new stuff, I'll show you my new guns tonight, man. I'll do a backyard video, yeah. Well, anyway, what I was planning to do, right? I think I'm gonna use my toy chainsaw. I'll use my toy chainsaw for the little projects. Some of that stuff I ain't getting through, you know, but it's going to take me a couple of months to even get through the stuff that is choppable. And then I got to get to the stuff that I need to saw. So I'll just get my gardeners to show, the guys who cut the trees down. I'll just, you know, what, my silver? My piece dollars? I got my bricks. I got my ounce bars. I love these things. Now, for you silver whores out there, right? You see how they're wrapped in plastic? If I take them out of here, will they start to tarnish? Because I want to just rub my body all over. I just want to like put them all over my body and just be Silverman. I am Silverman. Now they're worth money again, right? But should I take them out of here? Because you can't reseal them. But I'll tell you something, y'all. Check this out. I'm going to use the blue liquid, yeah. If you join up and take the class, how about a silver coin with a freaking cool shark on it from Australia? Zip! I bought like 5 packs of these. I'm rich, bitch! I went on a silver website. Everything was sold out. Everything was sold out except for these. So I bought 100 of them. I probably threw some money away. I'm just going to give them out to my friends and my my nephews and nieces and shit. Hey, they're worth $20 each, supposedly. No, I think these were 15. Whatever it was, I got ripped off. But all that being said, I'm going to go chop some wood again. Come and join us. If you haven't met my boy Solid Jello in the room, he is now emerged to be an amazing trader. He gets our points across, and it's a good time to learn about your charts. And if you don't know VWAP, he's created new stuff. He builds the algos for you, all kinds of cool stuff. We got it going on now, man. But you got to show up and have some patience, because I'm telling you, lately, it's all about patience. Waiting for those cues to come back, waiting for that reversal to happen, you know? Yeah, I'm going to give them away. But speaking of giveaways, right? Please. I got Kennedy silver coins, yeah. You know what I have the most of? Oh, Jesus! $1976. Everything in here from 76. The bicentennials. I started collecting them when I was a kid. I got 2 jars of these, all 1976. And you say, like these Kennedys? But I'm a geek for the bicentennial quarters. But I got 2 jars. I was born in 71, but I just freaking love this. I don't know what it was about the little drummer boy on the 76 quarter. I started collecting them when I was a kid, and I just never stopped. Even when I was in a fraternity, if you guys are ever in a fraternity when you're hazing people, we didn't really haze people, but we did a, holy shit, look at that silver go! Hi-ho, silver! Over $20. Woo! It had to go up eventually. Look at this thing. Woo! Ripping! I got AGQs better than the SLV. What happened to USLV? They got rid of that one, right? Yeah. Wow. When's the last time you seen SLV up $2? Wow. That's awesome. All right. So anyway, what I was going to say is I got stuff I want to give away. You guys think I'm joking, right? Would somebody show up to the website, be a member so I can give this crap away? I got so many things. Kids, you know, toys, bikes. My dad was actually more of into stamps, actually, when he was a kid. He's got a weird stamp. I don't know anything about stamps, but no, my dad didn't really collect coins. I was a baseball card guy. When that was my first business when I was a kid. So we went to the baseball card shows. You did baseball cards and coins. They went hand in hand for a while until baseball cards took over completely, and there really wasn't much coins. One of my best trades ever to this day was 1985. Don Mattingly rookie card was 84. And they were flying off. Don Mattingly rookie card was the hottest card in the world, right? So I had all these Don Mattingly rookie cards that, you know, I paid $20 for. Now they were worth $60. So I was using them as currency. I traded. Me, I have no friends. I've got 2 or 3. You're my friend, no? I traded, what's it called? The Don Mattingly rookie cards for a Johnny Bench rookie card and an ounce of gold. And an ounce of gold when I traded for it was $386. The Topps manually rookie cards, yeah, that card's not worth anything anymore. Oh, you don't understand. You think I fucked the market up? I wish. That's so funny. I'm a steroid victim, you know? So all the cards that I was counting on putting my kid, you don't understand. I had 150, almost a $200,000 collection. 1985 was Mark McGuire. You know, you had Dwight Gooden, Kirby Puckett, Roger Clemens, and then you had, all the Griffies, and then you had Barry Bonds, and you also had Will Clark, but he turned out to be nothing. So I have a huge amount of Mark McGuire and Barry Bonds cards, and I paid pretty much nothing for these, right? And I was thinking, man, one day I'm just going to use these as like currency. I'll just be selling my Mark McGuires for $1,000 each. You know, I got 50 Mark McGuire rookie cards. 50. I got 5 of them that are graded. Those are probably still worth maybe 100 because I graded. I have 50. I've got 100 Don Mattingly rookie cards. The 1984 Topps. I got 20 from the Donruss. So basically right there at one point was 20 grand. That's worthless now. Dwight Gooden, Darryl Strawberry. Nobody cares about these guys. Nobody cares about, even like Paul Molitor, Robin Yount, George Brett. I spent a good portion of my childhood making a 1975 Topps set. It was my coveted. Oh my God! I have 20 Ripken rookie cards. Those are at least still valuable, actually. But I've got one of every mantle. You know, that's pretty. I sold my 52 mantle. I'll never live it down. I didn't have the 52 Topps. I had the 52 Bowman. I had the 51 Bowman, the 52 Bowman mantle. Never should have sold those. I had, I have a Hank Aaron rookie card. I got the Ted Williams. I got a Babe Ruth. I got the Ty Cobb tobacco cards. I have a crazy collection, but they've all come crashing down. You know. Mantles are still worth something. You know, I still got the 50. I got the 57 mantle. I have every mantle from 57 on. Still, I sold the other ones. I got Koufax. I got a Seaver rookie card. I have 2 Nolan Ryan rookie cards. I got everybody. I got anybody that I was a fan of. I got their rookie card. But I put most of my money into guys like Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson was my favorite player. I mean, he was a miracle. That guy was amazing. You know, ton of those 86 Topps, traded cards. Oh, worthless. Worthless. All right, I'm going to go get something to eat and cover my body in silver. But listen, guys, I know I haven't been on in a while. Come on in. The combination of information between me and my boy Solid here, don't revolve around me. Again, if you're going to sit there and wait for me to say, buy this, here's where you want to sell it, it's very difficult endeavor, right? But once you realize why I'm buying these things, and you take that class and Solid builds your charts, and you've got your 1 minute, your multi-day VWAP, your hourly VWAP, you've got everything you need on that chart. Get your scanner, get your watch list, and follow the lead. You're not going to have to be spoon-fed. It's okay to be spoon-fed for a while, and I could do it, but really think about it. If I'm watching 3 stocks, and I'm like, all right, DPW, NEO, iBio. And next thing you know, DPW starts to move. All right, I bought 3,000 DPW at $2.96. The stock could be already $3. It's 3 cents away, but maybe that tells you, maybe you're like, well, I don't want to do it now, blah, blah, blah. And then you don't even do the trade. I think the real what's happening now is what I found is the guys that are doing well are the guys that get the reasoning behind what we're doing. The guys that are struggling are the guys that are getting into our trades after I'm announcing them, which I'm announcing them pretty damn quickly. But you're still paying up a little bit, because even in that 3-second delay, sometimes that spooks people. Well, if you got it at 26.50, I don't want to buy it here at 26.60. Sometimes a dime is a lot. Sometimes it's insignificant. It's all about the trade. No, I'm out of Halliburton. My dad still has it, so that's cool. But no, all I have left is, you want to hear something? I got to tell you, I did luck out. AAOI. I had 300 shares left. I was going to dump them with the rest of all my shit. And I was like, you know what? It was having a nice day that day, so I left it on. What happened to AAOI? I sold that thing too. ADPT. Yeah, that I did well on that one. I got nothing now. No FMCI, nothing. I got space and SQQ short, AAOI. I still got, I bought some, Yext. That was looking good there for a while, for a couple of weeks. But really, my next big trade, I have no idea what it's going to be. I'll tell you what it might be. If the market gaps up tomorrow and starts to roll over and the UVXY confirms my bearishness, I'm going to buy 20,000 shares of the SQQ. No more, no less. 20,000. I'm in. Stock pops 15, 20 cents. Start selling. Start fucking. All right. Now get to the room, y'all. Get to the room. Come hang out with us. Take a class. Do something. I'm nice, but I still need you to be a member if you want some free shit. I'm telling you, I got freaking digital cameras I want to get rid of. I still have that Blu-ray player I talk about every Christmas, man. Take some of this stuff off my hands. I gave the bed away. I gave the furniture away. I gave a couple of jerseys away. I'll probably want to give this chainsaw away sooner or later. Get the kickback. I've been watching all the chainsaw videos. But come on in. Come on in and ask questions. I only trade 3 times a day. Most of the time, I'm just sitting there looking to help. Really. And on a day like today, my first trade of the day was a loss. Good thing nobody took it with me. And, where are you going, Kenny? Where am I going? I'm going to go eat. I was going to say eat my wife, but that doesn't happen. I'm going to go eat dinner with my wife, and then I'm going to go chop wood. All right? So come to the room. Get to know Solid Jello. Email us. Hit thebid.com. How do I screen for stocks? Earnings, stock twits, watch lists, scanners, VWAP, and charts. It's a great question. Come to the room. I'll show you, man. Well, the VWAP is universal. We focus our attention on stocks that are gapping up or down because that's when you get the reversion, and then the hourly VWAPs and the multiple time frame VWAPs come into play. And then again, it's redundant. I'm telling you, once you see the process, it's so redundant and so repetitive that you're going to lose your fucking mind, like I have. Like, I'm telling you, 4 weeks just came by, 4 weeks just went by, and it feels like 2 days. Because it legitimately is the same freaking day, every day, And lately, it's been a nightmare day because every trade I do, I get out. Even when I piece out of the position, I do it properly. I still seem to be leaving so much on the table, and once I leave something on the table, what was it today? That went up without me. The iBio. when the iBio tanked without me, I closed up shop. Because once I go on tilt, I know the next trade is going to be a loss. When I'm fuming about just missing something, and I'm now I'm on a mission. I need to find something to do to make up for that one that I just missed. And that's the wrong attitude. The trades find you. The harder you're digging and the more you're searching, you tend to force that trade. So now what I've been doing, if one gets away, if I miss a trade, one mistake, I'm usually done for the day. And that, again, it's okay for me to quit while I'm ahead, which it should be for everybody. Again, I'm not gonna be making, the way I trade, very difficult to make crazy money. I don't take enough size. I'm usually leaving the desk pretty quickly, but if you learn the process, is what we're trying to do. It really is something. I mean, space. I've been shitting on this stock for 3 months, and then suddenly it broke the monthly VWAP. Boom! You got 5 points out of it. I'm with you. If you could, again, if I had waited, it's a loose rule. Sometimes I like to wait 15 minutes for the chop to subside and then have the stock pick a direction. Usually that's good. Sometimes you want to get involved very quickly because you think that's the move with the IBM. IBM would have been a great trade if I had waited the 15 minutes, but I only waited 2 minutes and I got smoked because it went right back above the VWAP and broke above the opening range. I had no choice but to cover, and then 4 candles later, right back down. It could have been worse. It could have kept going up and up and up and up, right? So anyway, let's hope for a nice gap and roll tomorrow. Come on in. Come on in. It's free, right? Come on in. It's free. We're the only, we don't call ourselves a company. It's me and my buddy Solid and a bunch of knuckleheads, right? Look at this silver go. Holy shit. Wow. All my coins are going to be worth money now. What was I going to say? Come on in. We're the only company. We're the only trading room. We're the only gurus that do what we do. Don't take our word for it, but take our actions word for it. If you come to our chat room legitimately and spend 20-something days with us, you're gonna see accurate information, tradable information, money-making situations brought to you by the Warlock and my boy Solid here. And once you learn how to do it yourself, inevitably, again, this is a very isolationist kind of business. You're your own person at the end of the day. If you're getting spoon-fed, it's going to backfire on you eventually. Because I'm going to go 0 for 8 one day, and that might be the day that you decide that you want to get aggressive, and every trade I announce is a shit trade, and you blow your fucking self up. So I'd rather keep explaining why these trades are viable, why these trades are good, where they're good. And again, even when we lose money, it's not so bad because we're really good at cutting off our losses. But with that, we're also somewhat cutting our winners off. That's the trade-off. What I'm working on still as a trader, because you're always evolving, is I need to instill that patience while I'm waiting for something to happen. When I'm already making money, I lose my patience. I need to get that patience. I need to think, hey, if it's working now, maybe I should be thinking, hold this all day. I don't have to hold it overnight, but let's see how this thing pans out. Let's let it go. Let it breathe. let that last 200 shares chop around all day without a stop on it. If you have to get stopped out, yeah, sure. But, you know, I'm still evolving because the market's always changing a little bit, even though it seems like it's a very redundant, monotonous, same day, every day. The market is changing daily in a little bit. And today was a significant day. Blow off tops are significant. We had a turn in the VIX. We had a blow off top that might have just confirmed the blow off top from 10 days ago. So this is a very significant day. And again, like I said, I'd expect the market to be down tomorrow, big, and I'm probably going to be wrong. So we'll see what happens. Exactly. It was a massive double top blow off top. You had a double top, double blow off. That's got to be significant. It has to be. But Amazon, Tesla, Apple, and Google will have something to say about whether or not that was significant or not. It is what it is. We could be at 312 on the Qs in 3 weeks. We could be down, right back down at 238 in 3 weeks. Right now, you have to default to assuming we're going up because we never go down. But that's why I'm liquid right now. I'm ready to do whatever the market tells me to do tomorrow. All right? Free gifts for everybody. Just show up. I'm going to get crazy good-looking hats also this year. I'm not going to go suck my NASDAQ, but I'm going to get the nice flex fit ones. Boom. Nice hat. Boom. Little hit the bid logo on the front. Maybe the market never goes down on the back. Some shit like that. You know, they cost a lot, but if you're going to get a hat, you might as well spend, $22 for it. Makes it look good. Like, these are shit hats. These are like $8. But suck my NASDAQ, the only one left. All right. I'm outsies. Go to hitthebid.com or just email my minion, info@hitthebid.com. Or if you want to go directly to me, I'm the Warlock. The Warlock at hitthebid.com. Fancy. That's cracked. Yeah. It's the one thing I never did either. Swag. I did it once, and then I had all this suck my NASDAQ stuff, and then I got in trouble for suck my NASDAQ. Typical, man. It's amazing I haven't swallowed that gun. All right, y'all. Be good. Thanks for stopping in. I'll try to get on the YouTube a little bit more often. But it's easy enough to come to the chat room, All right? So you can see the charts instead of my stupid face. All right. Later. SLB. I know.